Okie dokie, I think we're recording. Yes, we are. I have to double check on my computer for recording. But yes, welcome to day 8 of this amazing advent calendar. I hope you've learned super much so far. And I hope you told your friends hello, because we're here to share. Sharing is caring. I feel like we're talking about the pandemic now. Wow, that was a hassle, was it not? Today we're talking about number 8. I just happen to know where it is, because I prepared it, because I'm a pro. Okay, so number 8 is... Ooh, this is a good one. How do you stay ahead of the game on social media? Big question. A few different topics to talk about when it comes to this. So we're going to talk about like a few of my favorite things that I use. We're going to talk a little bit about Lintree, for instance. We're going to talk about Epidemic Sound, which is a brand that it's a program really that I've used for a really long time. So buckle up. This is what we're doing now. So let's start with the first question. How often should you post? I really think that is all up to you. I mean, people are going to be up different hours and, if people around the world are going to be up different hours than you are. So if you can, post every hour. Please don't. That's too much. But think about this. Like, how often do you want to see things from other people? I think it all is variable. Like, if you are a magician, or if you are a musician, or if you're a photographer. If you are a photographer, assuming that you have multiple photos from every shoot, then it would be amazing if you could do multiple ones every single day. I've heard a recommendation that you should do 8 to 12 posts per platform. You heard that right. I'm not doing that, even though I have a full-time assistant that could do all of that. It's just too much work, and she would be doing nothing else if I asked her just to do that. It's a full-time job, just posting. But this is why you reuse the things that you're posting. So let's say you are doing a reel, post it in all different platforms, right? You should do that, definitely. And if you are, everything you do is content. Like, as I'm sitting here right now, I could be taking a photo from the side, and this could be a reel or a little video. I got a package a few days ago from Epidemic Sound that we're talking about in a few seconds, or a few minutes actually. I got a package. I recorded when I was opening it. And again, we have content. So think about this all the time. Like content, everything can be content. It doesn't have to be your face in it, it could be anything. If you are a musician, it would be really nice to see you like playing the piano or whatever. Or if you're a photographer, I would love to see your settings on your camera. There's so many different things that you could be doing. But I think you have to consider who is watching the content. If you are doing LinkedIn, let's say, which is a big one for me, I want to give value. I feel like I'm giving value everywhere. That's kind of my thing. But I want to give value to people who are actually potential bookers. So I will write something that happened during a show or in a booking process, or maybe I will add a conversation I had with my agent, because that kind of builds authority to say that I had an agent, or I can reference back to when I did TED Talks. There's so many different ways, but in LinkedIn for me is so much about authenticity, authority, and making people understand that they can book me as an entertainer. That's how I make my money. So for YouTube, it's different. For YouTube, it's, I want people to watch what I'm doing because I get AdSense, which is, commercial money for YouTube. So I want to have a good thumbnail. I want to have, a good description and, all of that, because that comes with YouTube. So I think it all depends on who you want to watch and what the platform is. But speaking of platforms, I think there are a few different ways that you can actually make sure that you are, posting regularly. We're going to talk about different tools during this advent calendar. The ones that we're currently using for scheduling content is Metricool. More about that in a different video. There are different ways to make sure that you're actually mass producing and in ungodly, not godly, something hours where there's, let's call it the Satan hours. So we can post when we're sleeping, basically. So there are also ways that you can automatically reply to people, and you can do this how complex or easy as you possibly want. Another great one that we've been using in the past is Later. I really like Later. It was drag and drop. We're going to again mention that later in this. So there are different ways to do this and to make it consistent, because I think that's kind of the key. If you want to upload for, to YouTube, for instance, if you want to do Fridays at 7, which is what I'm doing, then I want to keep doing that every single Friday. And now I've taken a little bit of a break to create this, and I have, so many shows right now, so I just can't keep up with YouTube right now. So that means I stop, I take a break, and that's fine. But every Friday at 7 o'clock, I get anxiety and I wonder, is the video ready? And it's not, because I didn't record anything, but it's so imprinted in me that there's a video at Friday at 7 and I'm supposed to share it everywhere. And also, if you don't share it everywhere, nobody's gonna know. I've tried that. Doesn't work. It doesn't work to just post and ghost. That's what I say. Don't post and ghost. That doesn't make any sense. But when you have different channels and different platforms, you want people to be able to find you. And so that's why we're gonna jump into, let me just do this. We're gonna jump into Lintree. Here we go. This is where you log in. Here we go. This is what it looks like on the phone. We have my handle up here. That's ravnmagic. This is what I do. I'm a magician, MC, content creator. And I have links to all the things that matter over here. So I have YouTube, Facebook, I have my merch, I have the cards, newsletter. It all starts with me adding a link. So you press up here and you have the URL. Let's do one that I have. CarolineRavn.com. I already have this one in here, obviously. Press here to create it. Here it is. We will change the title to, this is what it says from Google. This is my handle. We want to do website. Yeah, so this is the one that is on top here. So as you can see, you can just drag and drop all of these. This one can go down here. Now it's underneath my name. See that? But if I want this to really stick out, I want people to go to my website for some specific reason, I will make sure this is on top. I can change the thumbnail. Change by uploading something. I can choose from whatever they have here. I can even choose from Instagram if I wanted to. But this is what we're doing for now, keeping this up here. And if I want to, I can even go and take a look at the analytics. So if people have been going to, let's say, my YouTube channel, I can check the analytics here. So it will tell me exactly how this has been going, but I have to have the pro account. So we're gonna keep this in mind to all of the stuff that we're talking about. Some things you do wanna pay for, but most of the things, it really doesn't matter. For this thing, I decided against it. I tried the pro version. For me, you don't really need it. If you wanted to, this is a good way to keep track of your analytics if it's coming from here, if it's using this super much. But what I like about this is the drag and drop feature, and that you can see instantly here on the side how this is changing everything for you. Let's bring this back up again. You can also change the name here. My name is obviously Caroline Raven, so I'm gonna keep that here. Let's remove this for now. That's not what we wanted. Let's see, delete. Ooh, delete. Goodbye. If you want to change your appearance, you go up here. This is where you pick an image and your profile title and who you are. And you can also have different themes and stuff. I like it this way. This has my brand color, which I chose down here. So this is my color, and if I wanted to find this is a hex color, so I can change this to whatever I want, but I can also go into Canva and to my brand hub. In here I can go to my colors, and here is the color. So you see here, I have my color here, and the color is gonna match right here. That means I'm gonna have the same colors no matter where people are watching. And I think that's just really valuable when it comes to the brand that we talked about the other day. So that's how you set up your Linktree. And I think it's a really, really good idea to have one place where people can find everything. So if you are on Instagram, let's say you have your Instagram bio, you will have what you do basically, and then you will have one website that people can go to. If that's your Linktree, they can buy photos or magic cards, or they can rent whatever tent you're selling or whatever. So everything is in the same place, and that's very, very valuable. So take this opportunity, take today, do this today, don't do it tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to talk about something else. Set up your Linktree, set up all of your socials, make sure that you know what you want to do, and let's see you tomorrow. Take care, bye.